If you're over 60, what is the single most common piece of exercise advice you hear? Just go for a walk, right? It's the go-to prescription from doctors, family members, and health articles. And let's be clear, walking is fantastic. It's great for your heart, it's good for your mood, and it gets you moving. But what if walking isn't enough? What if, for protecting yourself against the biggest threats to your independence, like falls, broken hips, and the inability to get up from a chair, walking isn't the best tool for the job? What if surgeons, the very people who treat those debilitating injuries, are urging seniors to do something different? Today, we are challenging that common advice. We're revealing 5 specific, low-impact exercises that are, for many critical aspects of your health, better than walking. These are the movements that build true functional strength, razor-sharp balance, and the core stability you need to live confidently and independently for decades to come. And the best part? They are all surgeon-approved. Before we get to the exercises, we need to understand why walking, on its own, falls short. Think about the movement of walking. It's a linear, forward motion. You are essentially falling forward and catching yourself, over and over. This is excellent for cardiovascular endurance. But aging isn't just a cardiovascular challenge. The biggest challenges we face after 60 are sarcopenia, which is the medical term for age-related muscle loss, and a decline in our vestibular system, which controls our balance. Let's talk about muscle loss first. Research published in the Journals of Gerontology is clear. Starting as early as our 30s, we can lose 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade. After 60, this process accelerates. Walking is a low-impact, low-load activity. It doesn't provide enough resistance to signal your muscles to grow stronger. It may slow down muscle loss, but it rarely reverses it. This is why you can have someone who walks 2 miles every single day, yet still struggles to lift a heavy bag of groceries or finds it increasingly difficult to get up out of a low sofa. Their heart is healthy, but their functional strength is fading. Second, walking doesn't adequately challenge your balance. When you walk, you almost always have at least one foot on the ground, and your momentum is carrying you forward. Your brain doesn't have to work very hard to keep you upright. But what happens when you trip on a rug or have to step sideways quickly to avoid something? Those are the moments that test your balance, and those are the moments that walking doesn't prepare you for. So if walking only solves part of the puzzle, what completes it? It's this: resistance, balance, and core stability. The 5 exercises I'm about to show you are designed to build exactly that. They are the essential anti-aging movements that surgeons and physical therapists wish every senior would do. Let's begin. For each of these movements, I want you to focus on form, not speed. Slow and controlled is always better than fast and sloppy. And remember to breathe. Our first exercise is the most important functional movement you can master: the chair squat. Why it's better than walking? This exercise directly trains the largest muscles in your body, your quadriceps and your glutes. Why is this critical? These are your getting up muscles. The ability to stand up from a seated position without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and independence. Walking does not build this specific strength. The chair squat does. It's a direct investment in your ability to be self-reliant. How to do it? Find a sturdy, stable chair that won't slide. A dining chair is perfect. Stand in front of it with your feet about shoulder-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Cross your arms over your chest. This is important. It prevents you from using your hands to cheat. Now push your hips back as if you're about to sit down. Keep your chest up and your back straight. Lower yourself slowly with full control until your backside just taps the chair. Don't slam down, just a gentle touch. The moment you touch, drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes to stand back up to the starting position. That's 1 rep. Breathe in on the way down and exhale on the way up. If this is too difficult, that's okay. You can start by holding onto a countertop for balance. Or place a firm cushion on the chair to reduce the distance you have to travel. I want you to aim for 3 sets of 10 repetitions. This is non-negotiable for lower body strength. Our second exercise targets the #1 enemy of seniors, falls. This is the single leg stance. Why it's surgeon approved? Let me give you a sobering statistic from the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Falls are the leading cause of injury and injury-related death among adults over 65. Many of these falls result in a broken hip. As an orthopedic surgeon will tell you, a hip fracture after 65 can be a life-altering event. Walking doesn't train your body to be stable on one leg, but every single step you take is, for a brief moment, a single leg stance. This exercise trains that in-between moment. How to do it? Stand next to a wall, a countertop, or the back of a sturdy chair. You need something to grab just in case. This is your safety net. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Feel the ground beneath you. Slowly lift your left foot off the floor. You can bend your knee or just lift it an inch. Now just hold it. Stare at a fixed spot on the wall in front of you. This helps you focus. You will feel your ankle and your leg muscles making tiny, rapid adjustments. This is fantastic. That is your brain and muscles relearning how to balance. Try to hold it for 10 seconds. Then slowly lower your foot. Switch to the other side. The goal is to work your way up to 30 seconds on each leg without holding on. You can do this while brushing your teeth or waiting for the microwave. This simple 30-second-a-day habit can literally save you from a catastrophic fall. Our third exercise addresses a part of the body that walking completely ignores, your upper body. This is the wall push-up. Why it's better than walking? Walking is all lower body. But what happens if you do fall? Your ability to push yourself back up depends entirely on the strength of your arms, chest, and shoulders. Furthermore, upper body strength is what you use every day, carrying groceries, lifting a grandchild, or pushing a heavy door. This strength provides a sense of capability and confidence. How to do it? Face a clear, solid wall. Place your palms flat on the wall, slightly wider than shoulder width and at shoulder height. Step your feet back until your arms are straight, but not locked. Your body should be in a straight line from your head to your heels. This is crucial. Don't let your hips sag or stick your bottom out. Engage your core. Just tighten your stomach muscles slightly. Now bend your elbows and slowly lower your chest toward the wall. Keep your elbows tracking back, not flaring out to the sides. Go as far as you comfortably can, then press firmly into the wall to push yourself back to the starting position. Exhale as you push. Aim for 2 sets of 12 repetitions. If it's too easy, simply step your feet further back from the wall. This increases the resistance. Our fourth exercise looks simple, but it is profoundly effective. It targets your deep core muscles and your hip flexors. These are the seated knee lifts. Why it's better than walking? You might think walking strengthens your hip flexors, the muscles that lift your knee. In reality, it mostly just uses them. It doesn't strengthen them against resistance. Weak hip flexors and a weak core are the reason why so many seniors begin to shuffle when they walk. They can't physically lift their feet high enough to clear the ground, which dramatically increases the risk of tripping over a curb, a rug, or even their own feet. This exercise directly combats that shuffling gait. How to do it? Sit in a sturdy chair. This time, I want you to sit up tall, away from the backrest. Your feet should be flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your hands on the sides of the chair for light support, but don't grip them. Brace your core as if you're about to be lightly punched in the stomach. Slowly lift your right knee up toward your chest, as high as you can without leaning back. The movement must come from your hip and core, not from rocking your torso. Hold it at the top for 1 second. Slowly and with full control, lower it back down. Repeat with the left knee. That is 1 rep. Aim for 10 repetitions on each side. This is all about slow, deliberate control. You should feel this deep in your abdomen and at the very top of your thigh. Our final exercise is a favorite of physical therapists for a reason. It's called the bird dog, and it is the ultimate gold standard movement for teaching your body coordination, balance, and spinal stability all at once. Why it's better than walking? Walking requires your arms and legs to move in opposition. The bird dog trains that exact neurological pattern, but adds the challenge of core stability. It teaches your brain to connect your left arm to your right leg, and vice versa, all while keeping your spine perfectly stable. This coordination is essential for a smooth, stable, and efficient walking gait. It protects your lower back and improves your posture. How to do it? Get down on the floor on all fours. If your knees are sensitive, place a folded towel or a mat under them. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Your back should be flat, like a tabletop. Find your balance. Engage your core. Now slowly extend your right arm straight out in front of you at shoulder height. At the same time, slowly extend your left leg straight out behind you at hip height. Imagine you are balancing a glass of water on your lower back. You must not let it spill. This means no tilting or twisting. Hold this flying position for 3 seconds. Slowly bring your arm and leg back to the starting position. Repeat on the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. That is 1 rep. Aim for 8 to 10 reps in total, alternating sides. This is a thinking person's exercise. It's all about control, not speed. So we have our 5 exercises: the chair squat, the single leg stance, the wall push-up, the seated knee lift, and the bird dog. That might seem like a lot, but here's the secret. You don't have to do all of them every single day. And I am not telling you to stop walking. Walking is still your foundation for heart health. Here is a simple, powerful schedule. Day 1, do your 3 strength exercises: the chair squat, the wall push-up, and the seated knee lift. Day 2, go for your normal walk, but this time, walk with purpose. Think about your posture and maybe find a small hill. Day 3, do your 2 stability exercises, the single leg stance and the bird dog. Day 4, go for your walk again. Day 5, repeat the cycle. This plan gives you the gold standard of senior health, as recommended by groups like the American Medical Association, a combination of cardiovascular exercise, walking, and dedicated strength and balance training, these 5 movements. For decades, we've been told that just walking is the key to healthy aging. But the truth is, it's only one key. Walking keeps your engine running, but it doesn't strengthen your chassis. It doesn't protect your frame from the shocks and bumps of life. To build a truly resilient, age-proof body, a body that can catch itself when it stumbles, that can get up from any chair with ease, and that can live with confidence instead of fear, you need more. You need the strength from the chair squat. You need the balance from the single leg stance. You need the get-up power from the wall push-up. You need the anti-shuffle security from the seated knee lift. And you need the total body coordination from the bird dog. These 5 exercises are your investment in your own independence. They are the movements that surgeons approve because they are the movements that can keep you out of their operating rooms. A safety disclaimer. As always, please consult with your physician or a qualified physical therapist before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have pre-existing conditions. Listen to your body and never, ever push through sharp pain. Start slowly, stay consistent, and reclaim your strength.